A number of things you say could help here, including things like waiving the heavy vehicle use tax, carrier registration fees, get more funding through the small business lending program and so forth. Do you feel you've been left out of the relief efforts?
Well, pretty much, I guess I'd have to say the relief efforts have generally gone over the top of truckers. For the most part, trucking is an industry that's predominated by small business. 96% of truckers work in fleets of 20 or fewer trucks. And right now, the programs that they've created for small businesses really miss them completely. And at the same time, while you mentioned lower fuel prices just a second ago, what's happened with drivers right now is the rates that they receive for hauling the goods have pretty much been cut in half. I mean, they're facing a real economic crisis to be able to continue to operate, not to mention the fact that they actually are on the front line in battle against coronavirus.
And my question is, do they feel protected on the job? At least you can say a trucker is kind of in his own environment. I've seen the occasional cat, but for the most part, it's just them in the cab. Is that enough, or is their interaction with the supply chain still putting them at risk? And are you seeing absenteeism?
Well, certainly the numbers obviously the numbers that are concerned with health are growing, and we're certain that there are going to be more that have been exposed and quite likely have the virus. But realistically, truckers are first responders. Our whole economy runs on trucks. Everything that we need, the vital things in the stores, they only get there by truck. And, even if nothing was wrong, in 3 days, those stores are empty. So they really are critical. They go everywhere. They go into the hot zones. And, we think there ought to be greater efforts made to provide PPE to them, because we really want to keep them on the job and we don't want to get them infected.
Yes, absolutely. And testing and all the rest of it. I mean, what are your top priorities in a nutshell?
Right now, I'd have to say certainly testing is vital to all of us. If our folks are exposed, undoubtedly some are going to get it. If they test positive, then they need to quarantine. But we don't think it's realistic that the only option they have is to quarantine at a truck. We think far more could be done there. And we also think that the PPE ought to be made available to them. And that's been a challenge. We understand FEMA is stepping up some to provide some of that, but we haven't seen it yet.
All right. Well, Todd, it's good speaking with you. I hope this maybe adds some urgency to the issue. We all depend on it, and we thank you for everything that you're doing.